you, the parents. This year is a year to explore future possibilities. Whether your children would be going on to 4-year college, 2-year college, technical school, the military, or employment, now is the time to ask questions and to explore the future, job shadowing, a business internship that Dr. Bean plans to institute in the fall, college visitations, and so much more. This year is the last complete year that colleges, employers may review a full year of schooling. It is important for your children to maintain good grades, to keep in constant contact with guidance counselors, and to care about their course selections, which you will receive from Dr. Bean and myself in the near future, and to explore future options, regardless of the path that your children will take. You have been given a junior planning guide that offers so many suggestions and answers so many questions. The guidance counselors, under the direction of Dr. Bean, will be in English junior classes next week, and they will teach your children the process of college admission, employment opportunities, school to career opportunities, and career pathways. Counselors will follow up with individual conferences, and counselors will invite you to their offices with your children for an individual planning session. If it is not convenient when you get your invitation, all you need to do is contact the counselor. You've been given their contact information, and change it to your convenience. We're here to help, to serve, and to make the transition a smooth one. Guidance counselors, this distribution chart will help you to give you any information that you need. Please contact us via phone call, email, stop by if you're in the area. We welcome you. We hope we get to know you as well as we get to know your children. Brian Usher is the person that is the Associate Director of Admissions at UConn, who helps our Canton students, administrators, counselors. He is a wonderful asset to our Canton community. Please feel free to contact him. He is ill tonight and cannot make it, but we do have Bob Hobson, who is a UConn graduate. He is the Senior Admission Officer at the college, and he has been there for 23 years. We welcome him and thank you for coming. If you don't see me at the end of the program, due to the snow and the delays and the conflicts, I may not be here at the end of the program. Please feel free to contact me at any time. Dr. Bean, Maria Grabowski, Elizabeth Bartholomew will definitely be here to answer any questions. And please feel free to contact us. Please feel free to stay behind and ask any individual questions that you have to them and to Bob. Okay, he's all set. Have a good evening.
Good evening, everyone. And again, my name is Bob Hobson. I'm with the University of Connecticut. I've been there for a number of years. You gotta love electronics, technology, because you just never know when you're going to be there and it's not going to be with you. But I think I have the problem resolved. Do 1 second, really quick, and we are going to get started with our presentation. Of course, I have Brian Usher's name up on the screen. I want you to see this. And again, my name is Bob Hobson. And Brian, sorry you couldn't be here tonight. He's been sick for the last couple of days. I know he's done this program for a number of years, and certainly when I get a chance, I'd like to fill in for Brian and be able to talk about the admissions process. Now, typically, as I go to most schools, I'll get a chance to talk about the University of Connecticut and all the wonderful things the University of Connecticut has to offer for students that are interested in attending. But tonight, and I'm going to assume that all of you here are juniors. Raise your hand real quick. Any sophomores? Okay. But as juniors, you're here basically to start looking at the admissions process, what it is that you're expected to do from tonight or tomorrow or from here up until the point where you certainly make the decision of the college that you would like to attend. And as we go along tonight, it's a perfect opportunity to ask any questions that might be a concern for you as students and for parents as well as to what you should do from here on out. Now for parents, for how many of you here tonight, this is your first time with your student, your son or daughter, that you're looking at colleges, or for any of you here, are you already seasoned veterans of the admissions process? Quick show of hands. Any students, or any parents that have been through this before? So you're probably pretty familiar with it, to a certain degree. For everybody else, this is probably your first time. Again, great time to ask any questions you might have about the process. For a lot of students, looking at colleges, you can keep it simple, or you can make it really complicated. And a lot of times, it's really up to you. And you start to look through the process, and you start asking the questions, and you start looking at different schools, and you start going into the computer, whatever it might be. It's as simple as you want it to be, or it can be really complicated. So we really try to say, myself and certainly for Brian, any of my other colleagues, try to enjoy it as much as you can. I know there's a little bit of stress that comes along with this, understandably so. So there's a little bit of pressure getting into the schools that you want to attend. But it shouldn't be that way. You should have a little bit of fun, make it an adventure. That's really a big part of what you're looking to do. Have some fun with the process. So I'm going to go through tonight just basically some different thoughts, some ideas, maybe a little bit of a plan, strategy as to what it is that you might want to try to do from today and on through the application process, the deposit, and when you actually enroll and start the college you choose to go to. But again, as we do go along tonight, feel free to ask any question that you might have about the process. I would much rather answer those questions and tell you what you'd like to know, and not just some of the things that I'm going to tell you up here through the PowerPoint presentation. Now, as we were saying before, and as you put it up here on the board, the current state of the college search. And that's really where you're at right now. Where are you beginning? What are you looking for? Where did you start? Do I go online? Am I looking at different websites? Am I going to certainly look at different schools, tours, visits with the campus, you're meeting with admissions counselors? Where am I starting? What am I looking to do? Today's work, this is where it starts, especially even from an online standpoint. But if we do get started, and you're looking at yourself, as you look in the mirror, you're asking yourself, okay, how am I going to start going through this? What am I looking for that will be best for me? What am I looking for? What kind of college? How competitive is the college? Competition is a big part of it. A lot of demographics have changed today. Now, if you look into University of Connecticut, for an example, today we're looking at probably one of the most competitive classes that I've seen coming to the university. And it's changed over the last so many years. And a lot of other colleges may say the same. For some colleges, it might have changed a little bit. You might see maybe not as many students applying. We're still seeing a lot of students apply to our particular college. And maybe for some students, this could be a matter of economics. Certainly for this past year, maybe going into the next year, that can be a pretty big factor as you start looking at some of the colleges that you're looking at. Cost will be a factor, because certainly for some schools it's going to be more expensive than others. State universities versus public universities, in-state versus out-of-state, there will be varying costs. And as you look at certainly different schools and colleges, you're going to be looking at a number of different things. One of those factors that you look at as a family will be cost. The economy could be a factor when it comes down to it. Demographics, certainly the type of students that will come to the University of Connecticut or looking at other colleges or schools and colleges, that can vary also too.